Hey y'all, Trashy here. We're going to show you a little special treat kind of hidden amongst all these big gigantic marble buildings. The first White House of the Confederacy. We're here with Yankee Bob. Yankee Bob is the curator of the first White House of the Confederacy here in Montgomery. Yankee Bob, when was this house built and who built it?
Was built in 1834 by William Sayre. And like so many homes in a big cotton town as Montgomery, it was a place to sort of socially meet.
What kind of buildings? I know they had kind of Gothic and Roman and Greek time.
Yeah,
what kind of buildings would this have been considered?
Well, glad you mentioned that. 'Cause of course, right across the street is one of the more beautiful Greco-Roman capitals in the South here in Montgomery. This home was an old clapboard, very plain federal style. But then in the 1850s, probably with some of those cotton boom years, you would have begun to what is called Italianate. Built the new roof with the Liberty cap on it, and all the ironwork that's on the porch. This porch would have been added. And so really it goes from a federal style New England Yankee home to a Montgomery Italianate style.
And speaking of the Italian style, up top we have what's called the Liberty cap. Can you say something about the?
Right. Well, that's very important because, as you know, there are many things that divided North and South. Kind of what's in architecture. An architectural statement really making a political statement. If you're John Quincy Adams and you're Alexander Hamilton, of course you love Great Britain. But here in the South, not as much. You've got the tradition of Andrew Jackson and Thomas Jefferson, who, of course, love things that are French. It's kind of interesting that Jefferson Davis, who stayed here, he and his wife Verena were somewhat fluent in French. But again, you see that Liberty cap, that is a symbol, the old Phrygian cap, a symbol of the French Revolution. So already in that North-South divide that is the United States, you get that divide between the Yankees who love Great Britain and the South who loves France. And it's interesting that in the improvements in the 1850s, when they put that new roof on, you have that Liberty cap. Now you'll also see that Liberty cap up on the roof. You'll see it in the U.S. Army infantry flag, and you'll also see it on the West Virginia flag. So kind of an important historic symbol.
Thank you, Yankee Bob. Y'all be sure to come visit the first White House of the Confederacy in Montgomery, Alabama. Trashy, out.